Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have discussed about R and S configuration. Today, let us concentrate on trio and erythro notation, and then E and Z notation. Okay. Now, what is trio and erythro notation? This notation is used only in compounds which have two chiral carbon atoms. Okay. Now, what do you mean by chiral carbon atom? Chiral carbon atoms are the carbon atoms containing or linked to four different groups or atoms. Okay. For example, this is a chiral compound R CAB CBC R dash. Okay. These two are carbon-carbon are chiral carbon atoms. Okay, this carbon atom as well as the other carbon atom. Now, out of the 6 substituents on 2 asymmetric carbons, at least 2 should be same. Okay. Now, 6 substituents are present. Which are the 6 substituents are present? 1, 2, 3 AB, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, BC, and then R dash. So, these two are linked to 6 substituents. Okay. So, in these 6 substituents, at least 2 should be same. Now, which are the 2 substituents same? BB. Okay. In this carbon atom you have got B, as well as in this also you have got B. Okay. So, one of the groups or substituent is common. Okay, and that means same. Alright. When two like groups, okay, group B in the given example are on the same side in Fisher projection formula. Okay, this we are going to see in the next slide. If this group B are on the same side of the Fisher projection formula, then that isomer is called erythroisomer. Okay, next slide. Now here are the structures, okay, for erythroform. Now this structure is known as Fisher projection formula. Okay, R A C B and then C. This C is capital C is okay carbon atoms, alright, carbon atoms, and this B are substituents, R dash is substituent, C A are substituents, even R is also substituent. Okay, so how many substituents are present? 6 substituents. A, okay, A, R, B, 3, 4, 5, R dash, and then 6 C. Okay. So, this form is called erythroform. What is erythroform? If the substituent which is same or common, okay, that must be present on the same side, okay, same side. So, BB is present on the same side, okay, that means right side, okay, right side. Now, this is also erythro, example for erythro. This is the general formula for erythroform. This is the specific example, okay, specific example. So, H, C, instead of A you have got H here, okay, instead of B you have got OH in the place here, and then C place you have got H, okay, that means 2 are common, 2 substituents are common, okay, 2 are common. Which are those? H and H, okay. Another substituent is Cl, another substituent is CH3, and the one is CH3, okay, CH3. Here R and R dash is also common, okay, R dash, that means methyl groups are present, okay, methyl groups are present. Now, this is the mirror image, okay, mirror image, OH facing towards each other, Cl facing towards each other, okay, but H and H are present on the same side, okay. So, these are examples for erythro enantiomers, okay. Next slide. When two like groups are placed on the opposite sides, the isomer is called trioform, okay, trioform, which is the like groups BB. BB are present on the opposite sides, okay, opposite sides. So, this form is called trioform, okay. If they are present on the same side, that form is called erythroform, alright. If they are present on the opposite side, they are called trioform, okay. Now, this is an example, specific example for trioform. H and H atoms are common, okay, to the two this carbon atoms, okay, that means chiral carbon atom. The star carbon atoms are chiral carbon atoms, okay. So, H and H are on the opposite side, so they are trio enantiomers, okay. and this is the mirror image. Okay, this is the mirror image, OH facing, HH facing. Okay, the erythro and trio forms of a compound are neither mirror images nor they are superimposed. But when you compare trioform and erythroform, in the previous slide you have seen erythroform. Okay, when you compare trioform and erythroform, okay, they are neither mirror images nor they are superimposable. Okay, they are not mirror images. In trio, you have mirror image. In erythro also you have mirror image. But trio and erythro together they cannot be mirror images. Okay, not possible. They are not superimposable also. Hence they are called diastereomers. So such compounds are called diastereomers. Okay, diastereomers. Next slide. Now let us say E and Z system for geometric isomers. Now what is E and Z system? E means antigen, antigen means opposite side, Z means Zusammen means on the same side. Now you are going to study the compound. Okay, this compound, carbon-carbon double bond, fluorine atom is here, bromine atom is here, that means two halogens are present on the same side. Okay, here iodine and chlorine, they are present on the other side. Used for, and E and Z system is used for doubly bonded compound when there is at least one identical group. Okay, at least one identical groups. At least one identical, that means all the groups should be different. Okay, all the groups should be different. See here, you can see here fluorine, iodine, bromine, chlorine. Okay, so this is used only for double bonded compound. You can see the double bond here, and then group must be different. Okay, or no identical group is present. Okay, next, rows to as an E or Z configuration. Let us see which are the rows to as an E or Z configuration. Okay, first rule, determine the group of highest priority on each carbon atom on the basis of atomic number. Now you have got to give the priority. Okay, highest priority to the highest atomic number atom. Okay, or element. Correct. If the two high priority groups are on the same side of the double bond, the configuration is Z. Okay, if two high priority groups are on the same side of double bond, then the configuration is Z. Z means Zusammen, as I told you already, means together in Greek. It is a Greek word meaning together. Okay, so two high priority groups are the same side means they are together. Okay, so Z configuration. If the two high priority groups are on the opposite sides of the double bond, then it is E. Okay, configuration is E. That means it is called antigen. Okay, in Greek, antigen word meaning opposite. Okay, opposite. In the above example, the high priority groups are on the opposite sides of the double bond, hence it is E configuration. Okay, we see the next slide. So as an E and Z configuration. Okay, so here you can see here fluorine. Okay, fluorine and bromine. Okay, fluorine and bromine. Now high priority, this bromine, fluorine atomic number 9, correct, bromine atomic number 17. Okay, whereas carbon 6, hydrogen 1, so high priority is bromine and fluorine. Okay, these are present on the same side of carbon double bond. Okay, carbon double bond, that means Zusammen means Z configuration, that means together. Okay, they are together. Now here in this example you can see CH3 group. Okay, you have this side CH3 group, carbon atom is atomic number 6. Okay, this carbon atom atomic number 6, correct. Now this is also carbon atom atomic number 6. Okay, atomic number 6. Now when you compare this carbon atom, okay, this hydrogen atom, the highest priority to carbon atom 1. Okay, on the other side you have carbon methyl group. Okay, here 1, priority is 1. Okay, now 1 and 1 are opposite to each other, that means opposite to carbon double bond. Okay, opposite to carbon double bond, so it is antigen. Okay, that means one, the E configuration. Okay, now next slide. Now here you are going to study what is conformational isomers. Okay, what is conformational isomerism. The different arrangements of the atoms in a space that result from the rotation of the group about carbon-carbon bond axis are called conformations. Okay. When you rotate any molecule about carbon-carbon bond axis, okay, different arrangements are possible. You can rotate to any extent, so the different arrangements are possible. Okay, in space or spatial arrangement is possible. Okay, that is called what? Conformation. And the isomers are called conformational isomers. Okay, and the phenomenon is called conformational isomerism. Alright, when you rotate carbon-carbon bond axis any molecule in space, okay, different arrangements are possible. Okay, that is called conformational isomerism, and isomers are called conformational isomers. Okay. The investigation of the various conformations of a compound and relative stabilities is called conformational analysis. Okay. What is a conformation analysis? The investigation of various conformations of a compound. Okay, that is called conformational analysis. Now here there are diagrams. Okay, diagrams for staggered and eclipse conformations. This we are going to study in detail in next forthcoming slides. Alright, so next slide. Newman projection formulae. Now what is Newman projection formulae? The front carbon atom is represented by the intersection of bonds. So in Newman projection formulae you have at least 2 carbon atoms. Okay. So one carbon atom is considered as front carbon atom and the other carbon atom is considered as rare carbon atom. Okay, rare carbon atom. Now front carbon atom is represented by the intersection of bonds. That means bonds are clearly visible. Rare carbon atom is represented by a circle. So the other carbon atom is represented by a circle. Okay, that means circle indicates another carbon atom. Okay. The atoms present on front carbon is represented by a long line or arm. Okay. The atoms present on the front carbon atom are represented by a long line, that means long bond. This we are going to say in the next slide. The atom in the back carbon atoms are represented by a short line. So whatever atoms are present or linked to back carbon atom, that means to the circle, they are represented by short lines. Okay. These projections clearly represent the spatial relationship of the substance on the 2 carbon atoms. Okay. Now here is an example. Now this example you can see here. Now blue colored bonds, that is nothing but front carbon. Okay, front carbon atom. This is C, central point is C, attached to H and then Cl. Okay. C, that means CH2Cl. Alright. Now back carbon atom is represented by a circle, red circle. This is back carbon atom. Okay, back carbon atom. And then you can see short bonds. The bonds attached to it are short. So front carbon atom is blue colored, back carbon atom is represented by what? Red color. Okay. Next slide. Conformational isomers of ethane. Now here we are going to study what are the different conformational isomers for ethane molecule. Okay. What is the formula for ethane molecule? CH3 single bond CH3. Correct. What is the molecular formula? C2H6. Or if you split up and write the carbon atoms, 2 carbon atoms separately, you will write CH3 single bond CH3. Okay. So 2 carbon atoms are present. So how are these carbon atoms? 2 carbon atoms. In ethane, 2 tetrahedral methyl groups are present, correct? So CH3, CH, CH3 single bond CH3, that means 2 tetrahedral methyl groups are present, okay? And they can rotate one over another to give following conformers, okay? So both the groups can rotate because single bond is present in between 2 methyl groups, okay? So you can rotate and can have any different conformers, that means different structures. Now these are the 3 conformations possible in the case of ethane. Eclipsed, first one is eclipsed, second one is staggered, third one is skew. Okay. Now what is eclipsed configuration? You can see here, this is the front carbon atom, okay, CH3 front, back side or rare carbon atom is represented by a circle, correct? And HH, 2 hydrogen atoms of front and back carbon atom or rare carbon atoms are very close to each other, or one above the other, we can say. Actually they are one above the other, but in the diagram it has been shown very close to each other. Okay, here also very close to each other. That is called eclipsed conformation. Okay, and if they are separated, if there is a directly in between the two. Okay, so this is front one. Okay, Y shape one, front one, inverted Y shape, and circle is back or rear. So they are separated. Okay, clearly they are separated, that means it is staggered. If they are in between eclipsed and staggered, if hydrogen atoms are in between eclipsed and staggered form, that is here. Okay, this is slightly greater than skew this one, eclipse conformation. Okay, so this form is called skew conformation. So skew conformation is in between eclipsed and staggered conformation. Okay, next slide. Now what is eclipsed form? In which the rare methyl group is completely eclipsed and only the front methyl group is visible. So visible is only front methyl group, but in the diagram, in the previous diagram, you can see the two methyl groups with a little or very close neighborhood. Okay, actually they are one above the other. Okay, one above the other. Staggered form, in which the hydrogen atom of the front methyl groups are seen exactly between those of rare methyl group. Okay, and skew form, several arrangement, that means this is in between eclipsed and staggered conformation. Okay, next slide. Stabilities of different conformations. Now here we are going to study what is the stability of different conformation. The staggered conformation of ethane permits maximum separation of the electron pairs of 6 carbon hydrogen bonds. That this you can see in the previous diagram. Okay, you might have observed in the previous diagram. So in staggered they are separated. Okay, they are separated, carbon hydrogen bonds are separated of both carbon atoms. Okay, so they are maximum separation. Thus the staggered conformation is most stable and least potential energy. So that's why staggered conformation is most stable configuration and it is having least potential energy. Then what about eclipse conformation? In eclipse conformation, hydrogen atoms are attached to each carbon atom or direct opposition to each other, that means one above the other or very close to each other. Okay, so this permits minimum separation of electrons. So there is the minimum separation or one above the other or very close to each other. That's why they have got minimum separation. Okay, of the 6 carbon hydrogen bonds. Thus the eclipse conformation is least stable. Okay, since there is minimum separation, that is least stable and has highest potential energy. Least stable means highest potential energy. Okay, and most stable means least potential energy. Okay, now what about skew conformation? In this skew conformation, okay, the difference between in the skew conformation have stabilities in between those of staggered and what the in between skew conformation stability in between staggered and eclipsed. Okay, eclipsed conformation. Relative stabilities of the various conformation is given here. Staggered highest stability, next comes skew because it is in between. Okay, and least comes eclipsed. Okay, you can see the molecule here. CH2 molecule, black one is one carbon atom, that means one methyl group. Hydrogen atoms are represented by white color. Okay, single bond is present in between CH3 and CH3, another group, that means ethane molecule. Okay, this is another carbon atom of methyl group. Okay, these are the methyl groups, so that means 3 hydrogen atoms. Okay, next slide. The difference in potential energy between the staggered and eclipse conformation of ethane is 2.8. Okay, what is the difference between staggered and eclipse? Only 2.8 kilocalorie per mole. All right. At room temperature, but the molecules at room temperature have got this much of energy, that is 15 to 20 kilocalorie per mole of energy, and that's why the molecules, ethane molecules, have enough energy to cross over the small barrier of 2.8. Okay, they have got so much of energy, that means very much higher than 2.8 kilocalorie. Okay, therefore they easily cross over a barrier of 2.8 kilocalorie per mole. Okay, thus the two methyl groups rotate freely about the carbon-carbon bond axis. That's why two methyl groups rotate freely about the carbon-carbon bond axis. Okay, because they have got so much of energy, 15 to 20. All right. A single molecule therefore however spends most of the time in the staggered conformation. So in staggered conformation it will spend more of the time. Why? Because it is a more stable conformation. Okay, least potential energy and most stable. That's why it exists. Okay, or spends most of the time in staggered conformation. Okay, and very little time in eclipse conformation. Okay, therefore little time in eclipse conformation. All right. Next slide. You can see the diagram. potential energy along the y-axis, okay, and degrees of rotation along the x-axis. You can see degrees of rotation 0, 60 degree, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360, okay. And eclipse conformation, you can see here potential energy is high, okay, potential energy high, eclipse conformation, and therefore it is unstable, okay. What about staggered? Potential energy least, you can see here down, okay, potential energy less, therefore it is more stable. Similarly eclipsed, least, okay, eclipsed, staggered, okay. So this is the diagram showing or graph showing potential energy versus degrees of rotation, okay. Now with this I will stop at this stage, okay. So please go through all these slides. Any difficulty, please approach me. All right.